guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you may have noticed that I've been a little bit quiet on here lately, and that's because there's been a whole load of drama going on with my work. So you may know that I worked for Coast and that they recently went into administration. However, Karen Millen bought parts of the company, so for the past month or so I've been in limbo. So that is now all over, thank God, and I now have a new job starting at River Island in a couple of weeks, so that's really exciting. But the best part is that I can get back to doing what I love over on my YouTube channel here. So today's video is going to be all about my coat collection. I've lined up my most favourite coats on my rail here, so I'm going to show you all of them, and I'm going to be going through my top tips for finding your perfect winter coat. If I was only able to buy one thing for the rest of my life, hands down it would be a coat, because not only do they keep you nice and toasty, but during the colder months, which seem to go on forever here in the UK, they are all anyone ever sees. So most of the time they are more important than what you're wearing underneath. You could be wearing your pyjamas underneath your favourite coat, no one would ever know. But as long as you've got your favourite coat, you love it, it lasts, it's good quality, then you're just good for the winter. For me, my winter coat is something that I like to invest in. Like I just said, it's the piece that everyone always sees and you wear it every day. So because of that, I want to absolutely love it. I want it to last me all winter. I want it to be good quality. So I like to invest in a good winter coat, one each winter. And so because of that, I've kind of built up a coat collection. But I've not bought all of these in one go, in case you were thinking, wow, she spent a crazy amount on coats. I've bought these over the years. Most of these coats are 3 to 5 years old. So I've just built my coat collection up. So just in case you're thinking she spent a crazy amount, I haven't, not all at once anyway. First up, I'm going to be showing you my most recent coat purchase from this year, and it's this belted long line coat in this blush mocha shade, and it's from Reiss. So I'm just absolutely obsessed with it, and I cannot tell you how much I love it. You know when you see something and you get goosebumps? Well, I get goosebumps when I wear this. I love it so much. Now, I don't buy from Reiss that often, and when I do, I always make sure it's a really considered purchase. They're a really premium brand, so as expected, they've got really premium price points. So it's always really considered because it's not cheap, but I do know that it's going to be one of the best investments I could possibly make. This is a super classic style. As you can see, it's got the wide lapel, it's double-breasted, it's got this tie waist here. So it's very, very classic in this very neutral mocha shade, which is just going to go with everything in my wardrobe, so I know I'm going to be able to wear it for so many winters to come. I love that I can wear it quite casual and it will instantly make me look put together, but just as equally I can wear it with more of a smarter outfit and it looks just as good. So I'm now just going to pop this on so you can see what it looks like and how I would style it up. So I've just popped it on so you can see what it looks like, and I think the thing for me when I first saw this that won me over was the colour. I absolutely adore it. It's still classic, it's still neutral, but it's not your usual grey, your usual camel. It's not pink either, it's like this mocha blush shade, which is just so unusual, but it's still really classic. It was really important to me that I didn't just purchase another similar coat. I've got so many grey, so many camel, so this colour was really unusual and it was bringing something different to my coat collection. When investing in your winter coat, that is definitely something to think about. Do you have something similar in your wardrobe already? So as you can see, this one is very tailored and it's very slim fitting, which I love about it because I'm quite small in the shoulders, so I need it to be quite slim, quite fitted, which this definitely is. It's also got this tie belt here, which you can just cinch in at the waist, which just really elevates femininity of the coat, which I love. It's also got pockets, which I absolutely love, and I would never buy a coat without pockets because there's nothing worse than being out on a really cold day, you forgot your gloves, and you just think, oh, I'm going to put my hands in my pockets for a few seconds, only to realise your coat doesn't have pockets. So pockets are an essential for any winter coat, so make sure you definitely get pockets with yours. I've bought this coat in a size 4 as I find the sizing from Reiss comes up a little big, so I've downsized, so you might want to do the same if you're looking at purchasing your first Reiss coat. I love that this coat is neutral and classic, but because it's so timeless, it really does do all of the talking for you. So I've just paired it with jeans, some beige boots, my white jumper underneath, and then I've just popped it with my leopard print bag as it just gives it a bit of fun and it just makes the outfit pop a little bit. So I'm really happy with this coat and I don't regret buying it at all. Next up is the snuggliest coat I own, and it's this Big Bear gorgeous coat from Coast. I love this coat so much. I could just run my hands on it all day long. It's just so soft. This is the type of coat that's gonna really save me when it starts snowing and it's freezing cold outside. It's gonna keep me super warm, but at the same time it still looks super super chic. The colour is just perfect in this. I think it's coming up a little bit maybe darker on camera, but it's quite light. It's in this beigey, creamy colour. So I'm now going to pop this on so you can see what it looks like and see how I style it. So this is the coat from Coast, and what I've done is just paired it with a really similar colour jumper dress and my over-the-knee boots, just because I wanted to keep it all in the same colour palette, because I just feel like with this colour it makes it look 10 times more expensive and more luxurious. I cannot tell you how nice it is on, just to feel how soft it is. It's just so nice and it just feels like you're in a dressing gown. It's lovely. I also love that it has this subtle stripe going across it. It just makes it that little bit different, and I kind of think it gives it that designer-esque feel. It's just not your usual faux fur coat, which I really like. I got this in a size 8 as I wanted it to be able to fit really snugly thick jumpers underneath. This coat also has a really nice lining, so you can be sure that it's going to keep you nice and warm. So this coat retails for around £150, I think, but I do think it's currently in the sale, so I'll leave that link down below. I know faux fur isn't everyone's cup of tea, but there are so many of these on the high street now at different price points, so you could definitely get one at a more affordable price and you could test it out to see if you do like it. This has a big thumbs up from me and I just absolutely love it. Next up is probably one of my most worn coats since buying it, and it's this belted long line grey coat from Karen Millen, which I absolutely love. I bought it last year, but they do have something similar on the website now, so I will link that down below in the description box so you can check that out. For me, this is the ultimate coat in that you can tell that it's inspired by that classic trench style silhouette. I'll hold it up a little bit more so you can see, but you can just tell that it's inspired by that classic silhouette and that you're going to be wearing it for so many years to come, which is exactly what you want when you're buying an expensive winter coat. You want to know that it's going to stay in style for years to come, so you can get your money's worth. This coat is expensive. I think it retails for about £350, but I will let you in on a little secret that I did use my staff discount to purchase this. But Karen Millen are doing quite a lot of offers lately on their outerwear, so if you love it just as much as me and you think you'll wear it so much, then do keep an eye on their website and I'll keep an eye on it too for you. It may be expensive, but the quality is second to none. Personally, I think it is so much better to buy one really great quality coat than to buy 10 or 20 not so great ones. This Karen Millen one has completely filled its job, and I've only had it a year and I've worn it to death, so it's definitely ticked that box for me. So I'm now going to pop this on so you can see what it looks like and how I style it. So this coat from Karen Millen has so many design details which I love. I love the wide lapel, I love that it's double breasted, it's slightly structured shoulders, it's really long line. I'm about 5'4", you probably can't even see on the camera, but it goes down mid calf, so it is really long. But I love that because it's just keeping my whole body super warm. Again, it's got a tie belt, so you can cinch it in at the waist, just makes it feel that little bit more feminine and elegant. It's got deep pockets, so all important for keeping them hands super cozy. This is one of my only grey coats, and I find that it's super versatile and it just goes with all of my outfits. I'm just going to untie it so you can see what I've paired it with. So I've just paired it with a white peplum top and some burgundy purple leather trousers, just because I think the contrast in material just works really well together. And I've then popped my pink scarf with it just to give it a pop of colour, and I think the grey and the pink are such a nice combination. I'm really loving it at the moment. Don't know why, just love it. So I've popped that on with it. But other than that, just keeping it really simple to let the coat do all of the talking. It's just a really timeless, classic style, and I can't ever see this going out of fashion. So that is one reason why I absolutely love it. I will link this down in the description box. Now for my next couple of coats I'm going to show you, good quality doesn't always have to mean expensive. I've got so many coats in my wardrobe that are from more affordable retailers on the high street that I've worn over and over again that are just as good quality but weren't that expensive. You just have to choose wisely. The first one is from H&M, one of my favourite retailers on the high street. I bought this about 3 years ago now, maybe even more, but I always go back to it. As you can tell, compared to the others, it's a lot lighter in fabric. It's definitely one for more of those smarter occasions. You wouldn't wear this if you knew you were going to stand outside for hours on end, but this is a great option to pop on if you're going out for dinner or if you're going out for drinks, whatever the occasion. It's a great smarter coat alternative. It's got this wide lapel, which I really like, as it kind of makes it a bit more chilled, a bit less structured, which is really great. It's got a tie belt here, so it's a classic style, and it's also got a zip. So for those that like to be able to do their coats up, this has that zip, so it's got that option for you if you like to do that. And it's just in this really classic neutral colour, which is great for a smarter occasion, as you can pop it on and it will go with anything, so you don't have to worry about it clashing or anything like that. So I'll now pop it on so you can see what it looks like. So I've styled this coat with a dress from Warehouse, which I would typically wear when going out for drinks or to dinner with family, just because the fabric of this coat is quite light, so it's more of an overcoat that you would just chuck on when going out, and like I said before, when you know you're not standing outside for ages, as it's not going to keep you that warm. But as you can see, with the colour and the wraparound style, this coat is just really, really timeless. It's been in my wardrobe for 3 years now, and that is definitely when you know it's an all-time classic. I bought this coat for around the £70 mark, but the one thing I would change is probably the zip. I'd probably get rid of it, as I don't really fasten my coats up like that, but some people do, so I know it's just a personal preference. I much prefer a tie belt, which it has as well, so I just remove the zip completely, and then it just cinches in at the waist like that. And again, all of my coats I think so far have been like that, just because I think it's just really feminine, it's really chic, and it's just really, really nice. I got this coat in a size 6, but it is slightly big on the arms, but for £69.99 you really can't go wrong if that's like the tiniest things I'm complaining about. My love for H&M has just grown so much over the years, and with this coat is no exception. It's just really, really feminine, really simple, but yet just really timeless, and for £70, £69.99, whatever it was, it's just such a good option. So the next coat, which is on the more affordable side again, is from V by Very, which is a retailer I don't really shop at all that often. However, I was shopping online last year and I came across this coat, and I had to put it on my Christmas list. Lucky enough, I opened it on Christmas Day, so that was all good. So this coat was around the £80 mark, but that is going to be one of my top tips, is don't buy it because it was £80, because it was £50, or because of how affordable it actually was. Or even don't buy it because it's on trend at the moment. If it doesn't suit you, don't buy it. I hate when people buy something just because they think they should. Buy it because it's practical, it's warm, it suits you, you know you're going to wear it year after year, it's good quality. All of them good reasons. Don't just buy it because you think you should. Ultimately, buy the coat because you love it. This coat is super girly and it's probably one of the girliest coats that I own. So I completely love it. I love how soft the woven fabric is. It just makes it feel 10 times more expensive than what it actually is. And it has this 60s inspired fit and flare shape. So I'll pop that on now so you can see what it looks like on. So now I've put this coat on, I'm hoping you can see why I secretly adore it. It's kind of like, you know, like when they say a princess coat, I kind of feel like a bit of a princess in it. It's just so lovely. I also really love the faux fur trims on the sleeves and around the neck. A lot of the time faux fur can let a coat down as it can make it look quite cheap, but with this, I think because it's done in small doses, it's done really nicely and it's also really soft, so it doesn't look cheap. It just adds to the coat and it makes it feel even more luxurious, and it gives it that extra bit of warmth, so you can snuggle up like this if your neck is cold at any point. It's extravagant, but it's not like in your face, it's not statement. It's just got the pop of colour, the pop of faux fur, just to give it something that little bit extra, and it's just not the same as all of the other coats I already have in my wardrobe. It's just something a bit different, and because of that I've kept it really simple underneath. I've just put a beige roll neck underneath and I've got beige leggings with some suede boots on. One thing I would probably change is the buttons, because they are quite loose and it does let the coat down a little bit, but that is something that I can easily change. But for £80 you really can't go wrong with this type of coat. Last but not least, I'm going to show you one of my favourite coats that I have worn so much, and it's the Ted Baker wrap midi style coat in the classic camel shade. And I think for me, one of my favourite things about this coat is the colour. As you know, I'm very much into my neutrals, so this coat goes with absolutely everything in my wardrobe. I don't even have to think about it. I think one of the most important things to think about when you are buying a winter coat is to prioritise warmth over style. Now, for some that can be hard because you do want it to look good. However, you get warmth and fashion, so you don't need to compromise one for the other. That's the best thing about all of these coats. In fact, you don't need to compromise because you get warmth and style when you spend that little bit more. So when buying your winter coat, you want to think about the lining. Now, this Ted Baker coat here boasts the most gorgeous lining in their signature print, which I love. Now, a lot of people won't like that because as soon as you see this print you automatically know that it's Ted Baker, but it doesn't really bother me that much. The coat itself is crafted from wool and a cashmere blend, so you automatically know that it's going to keep you warm no matter what. And it's just got so many design details which I absolutely love. For example, the rose gold button detailing. It's got a metallic fastening here, which I love. So I'm now going to pop this on so you can see it better, and I'll show you more of the details. So this coat is definitely a lot smarter, and this is the type of outfit that I would wear to work or to brunch or lunch with friends on a weekend. But I love that this coat is so versatile in that I would wear it for all of them types of occasions, but I'd also wear it just going around to see family, just going for a walk, pop into the shops, that kind of thing. So it's got one button fastening and then a tight belt waist, which just really enhances the feminine silhouette, and it just makes you feel that bit more elegant. If you feel the cold like me, then when you're looking for your winter coat, you'll want to look for a coat that has a collar that can be popped up. So this Ted Baker one, you can pop it up like this, and you can really do it all the way up, so it covers your chest and your neck, and it's going to keep you really warm, as opposed to something that's quite open. I think this is one of my favourite things about it, as I don't know many coats that do this, so this is a really good design detail for me. So I've popped this coat with my M&S multicoloured cheetah skirt and my beige roll neck, and just to show you that this coat really does go with everything, and it's an absolute lifesaver. Whatever colours you want to wear, this coat will always go with anything. So that is one of the main features. It's just so versatile. I bought this coat in a Ted size 1, which I believe is an 8, as I want it to be able to fit snugly thick jumpers underneath, and so it wasn't bulging at my arms. You don't want that macho man effect to happen. The coat retails for around £330, but like with Karen Millen, Ted Baker are doing quite a lot of offers quite regularly on the website, so keep an eye on there if you love this coat just as much as me. And it's actually probably worth going to an outlet like Bicester Village or MacArthur Glen, where the Ted Baker outlets are, because they are always doing these coats in there, and they're like 20-30% off, so it's such a good deal if you want to treat someone at Christmas or want to treat yourself at Christmas, so it's definitely worth a trip. So they are my favourite and most worn coats from my collection, as well as some of my top tips for finding your perfect winter coat this season. If you like this video and you want to see more of what's in my wardrobe, then don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!